I should grab chat as well and pop that out so I have that. So one good thing about this Singleton format is because a lot of my collection was initially built off of playing Canadian Highlander with a group of people locally. So I have one-ofs of a lot of things, but it's like nice version one-ofs of a lot of things. So like I have this counterspell that definitely is not. I did not pay what it is definitely worth now. Ridiculous. Oh yeah, like this one Snapcaster. Yep. Yeah, like I have a bunch of foils in here that are like, these were nothing when I got them and are now a lot more than that. Actually, it's the other deck actually more than this one. Yeah, Mental Note, this is a card that's like impossible to find foils of now, from what I've heard, because it's like a card from Judgment. I think I paid $20 for this counterspell, and I'm pretty sure it is like $250 now. Yeah, it's a lot different when it's like, oh, I only have to buy one copy of a card. That means like that means I can spend more on it. Actually, more excited about the other deck, but I feel like Blue Moon is like a kind of deck that people like understand more, whereas like 4-color Kiki Pod is gonna get people like, excuse me, you're playing what? It's like, oh, I tapped out, I'm dead. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. Oh yeah, you were talking about this a couple weeks ago as well. Yeah, I feel like I'd end up building like 3 like 2-color focused decks, and then like 2 or 3 different like kinds of combo decks that just like play a bunch of cards that no other deck is gonna play. Ooh. Yeah. That sounds interesting. Yeah. I feel like the biggest thing you'd be missing in a dredge kind of thing like that would be just like the card survival of the fittest, because that card's so messed up and insanely good in that kind of deck. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, that, like, Gaia's Cradle.
Welcome back to the MMcast Monday Night stream. I'm your host, Alex Kessler, here with special guest Kaya, the Tunneling Cat. We are playing a new format. It's 1v, currently unnamed 1v1, no reserved list format that exists. That we've been working on collectively. There's names being thrown around. We'll talk about that later tonight. But first, Kaya, say hello to chat and friends and video when this is on YouTube in the future.
Hello. How is everybody?
I'm good. Hopefully chat is good. We do have, if you're on YouTube, I have some eyes on chat in YouTube, but it is not my strongest location of looking at because it involves having a whole window. So come over to Twitch for chat, or if you're watching this on YouTube later, it'll just exist. And to do a brief overview, especially for future viewers, of what we're playing. So basically, it is a 100-card Singleton. It is a 1v1 format. There are no commanders, though it is based on the fact that I wanted to take the energy of Commander and the fun deck building challenges of Singleton, and also the ease of access of Singleton, and bring it to tournament play and create a format that is meant to be fun for 1v1 tournament play. That is like an onboarding entrance from that, and with that comes the fact that for a long time, the most popular Singleton 1v1 format has been Canadian Highlander or Brawl. Canadian Highlander, to me, has the big flaw of including dual lands, or specifically a reserved list. You can't...
I mean, not even just dual lands. Like, that format's got power all over it, too.
Yeah. Like, you can scale down to that, but, the fact that, I don't think you can have a feasible format that is functional on a Grand Prix scale level support, which is the goal of what we're talking about. Because why shoot for the ground? Shoot for the stars. And as SCG has proven and other series have proven, there is eventually a cap on how popular legacy style events can be. And so this is meant to kind of be that. There was a few different formats about 2 weeks ago, and there's another video of that on here with Rick Scharnhorst, who is the editor of the podcast, and one of the two editors, him and Marshall. We did a whole episode. You can actually see it recommended on YouTube. Modern Highlander gameplay, Jund versus whatever. We tried a modern with the modern ban list style version of the format. That was really fun. But just looking at the three different options, which were
there's so many cool cards you miss out on.
Yeah.
And not even just like ridiculously powerful cards either. Just other interesting, like Dak Faden is a card that you will never see in Modern, probably not, at least.
Yeah, one day, hopefully. I could dream, but yes, currently not.
Yeah. Do you know what Lotnam's Legacy does?
Is that the 5-mana Lotnam card?
No, it's a 2-mana.
Oh no.
It's a slow cantrip that you shuffle a card from your hand back in, and then draw 2 cards on the next upkeep.
I think I do know this card because Ben has played it against me. That's like a Ben Bateman special.
That card's great.
Yeah.
Of this style,
it's cool, and that's kind of the three different versions that we were talking about. One was just straight up modern ban list as modern as is, which has the benefit of accidentally you just have a modern deck you can play with in a tournament if you need to. 2 was no ban list modern. The problem with that is eventually this format's going to need a ban list. There are going to be cards that are too powerful or make the format unfun. And if the starting point of advertisement is it doesn't have a ban list, feels unlikely to succeed. And then the third one was no reserved list, which does open up to a lot of cards, but then you are allowed to have a ban list. So we implemented that, and I will show on screen real quick the current ban list and go through that real quick. So we're not going to see our screens, but you can see all of the Discords I'm in. So basically, and this is in the Masters of Modern Discord. In fact, I will invite people to participate right now in chat. If you want to go check that out, you can check out everything in the Masters of Modern podcast stuff, but specifically in the Singleton Highlander 2BD section, you have all the stuff that's going on here, and currently the conversation. Currently the ban cards, which are based on the Legacy ban list with a lot of stuff pared down and a few cards added. You have Balance, Balance, Channel, Demonic Consultation, Demonic Tutor, Enlightened Tutor, Fast Bond, Flash, Goblin Recruiter, Hermit Druid, Imperial Seal, Mana Crypt, Mana Vault, Mental Misstep, Mystical Tutor, Sensei's Divining Top, Soul Ring, Strip Mine, Sylvan Tutor, Thassa's Oracle, Tinker, Underworld Breach, Vampiric Tutor, and Worldly Tutor. And basically the idea was, and people definitely might disagree, and that is definitely a list that is up for debate, as Kaya has argued against some of the cards on that list.
Yeah, I don't think any of the top of library tutors, except for Vamp Tutor, are ban worthy, in my opinion.
I do think Imperial Seal, unless the 2x2 format so significantly lowers its price to become feasible. Like
I think the card is probably going to be like $150 to $200 at most. Like, think about like how Grim Tutor was. Grim Tutor was like $350, and now it's what, 15?
Well, except that you could play that card in every deck that ever plays black, and Grim Tutor is actually just a bad card that was expensive because it was hard to get your hands on.
I'd say Grim Tutor is better in a lot of decks than Imperial Seal is, honestly, because putting the card in your hand is a lot different.
Sound is weird. I am very quiet. Hello? Is that better? Can everyone hear me better now? Hello? Yes. Oh, well, okay. There's a lot that I said. Sorry, everyone you're just gonna have to turn that section up really high. But So as a starting point, the point of the format is like to be mildly inconsistent. So trying that, and then I do think there's an argument, at least for the specific ones. I'm like probably going to stick to the black ones being banned, but the worldly tutors of the world and the mystical tutor and the what's the white one, enlightened tutors of the world probably could be argued off of this ban list. But this is where we started.
I like how mystical tutor gives you basically gives you the ability to play like blue-white with miracles, whereas without it, you basically can't, because well, it's not. I don't think Terminus is good enough if you don't have a way to tutor it to the top of your library most of the time in a 100-card deck. But
1 second, letting food in, and then I can go live on TikTok now, which is cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we'll see. I do think the for the most part the goal was remove things that hyperpowered the format in a way that like in 1v1 just breaks the game. Remove things that would become ubiquitous amongst all decks when possible, and then remove a few of the for me, it was removing the tutors to make the format a little less consistent. But I am here.
There's also the fact that Top and Goblin Recruiter not necessarily banned for power level reasons or anything other than the fact that these cards take forever to play with. Just like literally take forever to play with.
Yeah.
Exactly. Goblin Recruiter, cool. I'm gonna search my 100-card deck for 8 cards and put them on top.
cowboys can be like lone wolves on the range. There's like a singleton aspect to them. So
audio might be
oh, is the audio no audio at all?
weird.
What is going on tonight? Oh, really? Oh, there's no audio. Wait, why is there no audio for me?
No, I can hear you.
It's coming
I
out
don't
of
know.
the Twitch. Oh. Okay.
Oh, apparently it came back. Okay.
Casually came back.
Apparently it came back. Okay.
What was the last thing I said? Did you hear all of the different names for the format? Oh, now Helium. Can you hear me now, or do I sound really high pitched? Why are we having issues? Sounds fine now. All right, here's the names. Tower, Maverick, Dissident, Hollywood, and Cowboy. Tower because the decks are tall. Maverick because of Top Gun, and Mavericks are like, do it differently, and we're kind of doing it differently. Dissident for the same reasons, but then also association with Kess. Hollywood because this format and the deviations that it kind of evolved from were founded in Los Angeles, and Hollywood rhymes with, or Hollywood alliterates with Highlander, so Hollywood Highlander, plus it's a great word. And then Cowboy because it's like a Wild West format. Cowboys are classically like Lone Ranger wolves on the by themselves, which like has singleton connotations. And yeah, I guess it's true. Maverick does mean green-white, in which I kind of forgot because that hasn't been a thing for a while. But I do agree that does have its own connotations. So yeah, so those are some of the different options. I think I lean towards Hollywood, Tower, or Cowboy personally, but
I like Tower just because it's like
it's a tall deck. It's a tall mat or wizards or
yeah, like this thing is double sleeved, and how many? It's like stack some dice. God.
Mine is single sleeved, and it is.
Yeah, my deck is about this tall.
Yeah, and mine's like 4 D6, like Monopoly sized D6s tall. Yeah, so lots of names are available. We're going to play this game. I already realized that this deck is also just not viable probably in the long run because I have a card that's banned in it, and I forgot it was banned even though I created the ban list. We don't have to worry about that. I'll just discard the 2 cards that are relevant. Ooh, hello. Hey, Kingfisher Games and the rating friends. We are playing a format that is currently, I'm going to call it Tower, or Cowboy Tower Magic. It's a 1v1 singleton format, invented to kind of bring like commander energy into 1v1, but not have a reserve list, so it could be a thing. Is there already a tower?
We call it Cowboys Tower.
Apparently, there's already a casual format called Tower. Cowboy is coming up to the top of the pack. Because I do know that the Canadian Highlander founders and like Loaded Ready Run have said multiple times that the Canadian part of Canadian Highlander as the naming convention is like a thing that they would change if they could go back, because it just like is kind of specific. And so yeah. There is Judge's Tower, but there's no tower. Is there Tower Magic, or is it? Because I know there's Wizard's Tower and Judge's Tower, and I know there's the Stack. Hello, friendly neighborhood SW. You're on the Masters of Modern Monday night stream. We do different gameplay. Right now we're doing 1v1 of a new format we literally invented 2 weeks ago. This is the first time we're playing this version. We tried a modern-only version, and now we're playing a reserved list, not included version. Yeah, we're going to get started. I have a hand that I will keep. I'm keeping this hand.
Should look at my hand. I guess we should also roll. How do you want to do this?
Oh, yeah. Just even odd.
Odd.
14. I will be on the play, and I will be playing this island. And there's no covered island.
Yep.
And passing turn.
I will
Bebop Highlander. I will stifle that.
Ouch. All right, go ahead.
I will play a Hangate Pathway on the white side and pass a turn.
I'll play a Volatile Fjord. Go ahead.
Oh no.
Was not ready for that.
I will play Field of Ruin and pass.
Draw. I'll play a Stoke of Round of my own. Pass.
I will draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I will be sad I missed a land drop and pass.
Mm. I'll play a Snook of Round and I'll pass.
Officially starting, and I opened by stifling Kaya's fetch land. Fetch land because I am a monster.
I mean,
well, you know. A monster in like the classical land denial strategy is, you know, be hated on or whatever. I will 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pass the turn again. Zoomer Dragon Highlander.
I will cast this Ragavan.
There was a raid. You probably came with the raid. You're casting Ragavan. I'm going to cast a good old fashioned. I'm not going to cast that. Oof. I'm going to force a will that. Exiling Teferi.
Oh wait. Good.
And I lose a life. What are your lands?
I have a Volatile Fjord, which is a snow land, island, mountain, and then I have 2 basics.
That's a basic.
Snow basic.
Oh, that's the new. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's the.
An island.
Pixel snow land.
I feel like.
Fortunately, I do not have 12 of these islands yet.
I'm going to. I'm gonna Field of Ruin your fjord.
My fjord, yeah. We'll grab a snow-covered mountain.
Gonna get a basic island. Which is in this deck. So, yeah, when you are watching someone on Twitch, they have the ability at the end of their stream to raid, pick a friend that they like, and raid them, and then you will follow them to that person's stream, and then start watching their stream, which is now my stream. Hello. Hi, Jeremy. All right, cool. I got an island. I'll untap. I'll draw. I will play a Inventor's Fair, and then I will play a Sword of the Meek. Go ahead.
I will mana drain it. Or I'll attempt to mana drain it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll untap. Go draw. I will make 2 colorless mana.
It ends up that Sword of the Meek. Well, I guess it's good with Inventor's Fair, having artifacts in play.
I will play this one strand and sacrifice it. Good. I guess I should just not immediately pick up my deck.
Avid Mind Sensor. I was playing blue-white land destruction. But
I think I'm forced to have it at this point to start picking up my deck because I'm not used to playing formats with stifle effects that are playable.
Good night. Thanks for joining. Please follow. Bye.
I'm going to use my 2 mana and this mountain, and I'll cast a Blood Moon.
I will counterspell.
Okay. Go ahead.
I will play Academy Ruins. And I will pass the turn.
I will attempt to cast a Dig Through Time, leaving just this mana drain in my graveyard.
I will be Dovin's vetoing that.
Okay.
Hello, you came to the stream for fun times, and we've had multiple counterspell wars.
Yep. I'll play an island. I will cast a madcap experiment.
Yes, dope.
Good?
Yeah, Empyrean.
Yeah. Whee!
You can just find it. Or you can...
Certainly could.
I don't think there's been any...
Somewhere. Hope it's not in my hand, right? Okay, no, it's not. I've definitely made that mistake I've definitely made that mistake more than 0 times. Come on. Oh my god. Bottom card of my library.
Empyrean is a...
Oh, there it is. It's an 8/8.
An 8/8, no trample or anything, right? Just an 8/8.
Correct. It's an 8/8, so 0 life total can't change.
Yep.
Would you like to see some of the cards I flipped over, or just
No,
proceed?
you're good. We don't...
There's way too goddamn many of them. I will take this much damage. Go.
Oh, Fall of the Thrawn is in a precon deck? That's spicy. All right, I don't have enough artifacts. Untap. I will play Riptide Laboratory. Is Empyrean a wizard by chance?
No, not as far as I'm aware, unless the an Oracle updated its types. I believe it is just a golem.
I guess actually I'm going to take that Riptide Library back really quick. 1, 2...
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to cast my own... 6, 7, 8. I'm going to... 6... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna cast Dig 2 time myself.
That seems reasonable. Or just pretty good, I've heard.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you for the subscription on YouTube, Christian Jolliffe. Welcome to hanging out. Okay. So for the purposes of what's going on here, I think I want you and you. And I'm just going to eat a lot in a second. Yeah, because none of you do anything I need. You both long-term do. Okay. Cool. And then I will play a Windswept Heath. Oh, I guess I'm done. It's fine. And then I will tap these two and play Painter Servant and name Blue. Hello. Oh, hey, everyone.
Everything
Hi, Olivia and friends. Hi, Affinity for Artifacts.
Hello. I'm having fun with it so far.
We did. This is 1v1 Magic. 1v1 currently unnamed. I think actually currently winning is Cowboy Tower Magic. We'll see where we end up on that one. Basically, we are playing 1v1 Singleton. So basically, commander deck. No reserved list. All reserved list cards are not legal. There's also a separate ban list, but it's up to debate. Mostly it's tutors and some broken things and one card that I put on the bottom of my deck because I forgot it was banned. We're trying to kill each other 1v1. We have Kaya, who's joining and has been very, very helpful in coming up with how this format should look in the Masters of Modern Discord, or the MMcast Discord, which it should be called, because now it's the home for this format, nothing to do with Modern. I will be sharing a link to that really quick. And we do Modern streams, we do 1v1 format streams. Hit that follow button if you want to see more of it. We appreciate it. And thank you, as always, Olivia, for coming to say hi and hanging out. I played a Painter Servant and a Windswept Heath, and I passed the turn.
Alright, I will draw. I will Frostbite your Painter Servant.
Frostbite is 2 damage exile or 2 damage?
It's a shock, but it's a bolt if I have 3 or more snow permanents.
Cool. It's not. It just goes in my graveyard.
Correct.
Cool. Yeah.
Then I will attack you for 8.
All right, I take 8.
I will play this Prismatic Vista that I can't crack and pass.
All right. I will fetch during that moment on your turn. I will grab myself a Island Plains of some variety. Ooh.
Irrigated farmland.
I do need a Plains. I need to not be greedy here. Especially because you murdered my friend.
I mean, my Blood Moon's already countered, so you don't have to worry about that.
Well, no. I just need white mana.
Fair. Yeah, cards like that, just the same way they work in other formats where the card works how it says it works.
Yeah,
You're allowed to play any number of copies of cards like that.
Exactly. All 3 of those cards work. Not partners. There is no sideboard, so there are no companions. Or the companions are all legal in your deck. There's no banned companions. And the companion mechanic itself does not work. No, all we think
I feel like
that
that's part of the fun of a format like this. Like that's like half the reason you want this to be the no reserve list rather than modern is for those supplemental product cards, because there's so many interesting things in there that you just like don't get otherwise, or don't have anything even close to them.
You can't crack Vistas or fetches with Platinum Empyrean in play?
Nope. Your life total can't change, so you can't pay costs.
That's so
involved paying life.
Weird. I did not know that. Learning new things every day. All right, untapping. Yep. My life total, sadly, can change. So I'll play a Riptide Laboratory now, and then I will play a Elspeth Sun's Champion. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I will respond by casting this Factor Fiction.
Factor Fiction, cool.
We've got a Cascade Bluffs, an Archmage's Charm, a Sprite Dragon, a Fiery Confluence, and an Unholy Heat.
This deck will definitely change once this is over, just from the fact that I built it specifically to be a top deck, and then I banned top from the format. So, gonna go back to my original Bant, Oko, and Uro deck.
Yeah, I built blue white with Mystical Tutor, Enlightened Tutor, Strip Mine, and Top still in it before. I was like, oh, I'm sad now.
Yeah.
Enlightened Tutor mostly being in there because it finds you top, and it finds you Crucible of Worlds for Strip Mine.
Yeah.
How would you like to split this FOF?
Oh, what are the cards? Let me go to your screen. The FOFs are
Fiery Confluence, Unholy Heat, Cascade Bluffs, Archmage's Charm, and Sprite Dragon.
Okay, so sorry. Start from the top. So Sprite. Okay, okay. Archmage Charm and Sprite Dragon in separate piles. What are the other cards?
Fiery Confluence, Cascade Bluffs, and Unholy Heat.
What is Fiery Confluence again?
2 red sorcery. Choose 3. You can choose the same mode more than once. Does 1 damage to each creature, 2 damage to each opponent, or destroy target artifact.
1 damage to each creature, 2 damage to each opponent, or destroy target artifact.
It got a lot worse when they changed damaging planeswalkers.
Yep, that's fair. Platinum Empyrean is a not indestructible too, right? It just
correct. It is not.
Okay. You can put the Fiery Confluence with the Archmage Charm, and then put the 2 lands with Sprite Dragon.
It's a Cascade Bluffs and an Unholy Heat.
Unholy Heat. You can. Yeah, that pile is fine.
I will take the pile of 3 here.
Cool.
Of the Heat, Sprite Dragon, and Cascade Bluffs.
I will destroy all creatures.
He's gone.
And I will play nothing. Go ahead.
On your turn, I will crack this Vista now that I can do that. I'll get a Sunken Mountain.
Oh, technically Battle Bosses is available to just buy now at battlebosses.com. Need to change that. Need to really modify my Nerf Herder bot to say the right things. It's failing me.
I'll untap. I will draw. Ooh, that's a card. I'll play this Cascade Bluffs.
Surprising.
I will play this Sprite Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I will go to combat. I'll attack your Elsa.
Yep.
Then I will second main cast this. Back to basics.
Oof. Yep.
Go ahead.
All right. Untap.
Alright, this is a non-creature spell, not just instant or sorceries.
So untap island, right? Just basic lands?
Yep. Non-basic lands do not untap.
Cool. I will play Seed of Synod. And I will play a Mox Opal, and I will pass.
I'll float 2 blue mana and cast this Gush.
Yep.
For this idiot. Draw some cards.
Oh, yeah. Battle Bond 2, a.k.a. Battle Bosses. Actually, fun fact about Battle Bosses. Battle Bosses was originally called Battle Boss, and we changed the name to Bosses because Battle Bond was announced to come out 2 weeks before the Kickstarter would have started for Battle Boss, and so it became Battle Bosses.
I will cast True Nemesis.
Yep.
I will choose you.
Yep.
I'll play a Fable Passage. I'll take for 3 in the air.
Cool. Take 3 in the air.
Go ahead.
Draw for the turn. Go ahead.
You're at 8. I will attack you for 6.
Take 6.
I will stomp you in the face.
Yep. I died. Alright, let's see. Well, I'll play another game with this deck before I switch to another one. Or you have another deck too, right?
Yes. Very much do. Should I swap to that one or keep do another one with this first?
It's up to you. I'm going to play the same deck because... I mean, one of the benefits to this format, which to people watching, is it's really fun to play Singleton 1v1 games repeatedly against each other with the same decks versus like normal 60-card games.
Yeah, because your deck, because you have 100 cards in your deck, you're not going to see all the same ones every time.
Same reason,
unless your deck is specifically built to be trying to do that.
And the ban list has made it hard to do that. All right, who is messaging me in the MMcast Lounge? I actually will be right back though as we shuffle. Oh, the YouTube stream isn't working. I'll be right back. Is the YouTube stream still not working, or was that earlier when we had the big sound kerfluffle chat? I guess chat doesn't help. I need to go check. Video is still broken. That exists, Anders. Oh, it's like really broken. Huh. Well, I guess this is the end of game 1, so we can really just restart it. So everyone, I'm going to restart the stream so that YouTube works for YouTube. Video is still broken. Okay. Good time to break so that we can fix this. All right, we'll be all back. Twitch. Well, I guess it'll kick everyone else off here. How do I modify this?
We can. I don't know how
back, Twitch.
simultaneous stuff works.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out.
We can. I don't know how simultaneous stuff works.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out.
We can. I don't know how simultaneous stuff works.
Oh yeah, it's like really broken on YouTube. Why is it doing that? Edit video. No. YouTube Studio, which I am in already. Plays. Live. View live control room. End stream. Which I don't know if now it's going to just keep streaming there. I'm sorry, chat. We're just doing technical difficulties, which is fun. Sadly, that ended badly. For that side, it's fine here. I don't want to end it because then we lose everyone on Twitch. So I'm just gonna
maybe better to just like, yeah,
keep going. All right, we're gonna keep going. All right, let's keep doing this. Sorry, everyone on YouTube. I failed at restarting. You're gonna have to just watch on Twitch. I'm gonna make a post though.
Like a community post thing or something.
Yeah, you can do posts. Personal tutor is still legal. Which one's personal tutor? Is that the blue one? The blue.
Yes, the blue one searches for
the portal one.
Yeah, it's very bad. It's, the only place I think I would play it if I could is maybe Reanimator, because you want very specific kinds of cards in the deck like that. Or you can, some kind of spell-based combo deck, basically.
Currently, everyone but personal tutor. I think based on consistency, I probably would still ban personal tutor, but I also think there's being an argument made that just unbanning the not black tutors is worthwhile. And I will bend to that pressure, but I won't. That's maybe where I draw the line. Mostly because of the dumb fact that Portal exists and has created. Annoying.
There's also one other 1-mana tutor you can still play.
Which one?
Gamble.
Oh, that one I knew. That was on purpose.
That one's a bit different though.
Left to exist. I will keep this hand.
Yeah, this is a lot better than the 7 I had. So
in the meantime, I'm going to open up this food. So I'm going to eat a little bit while this is happening because I've not eaten any food today. This didn't show up until the stream started. Food delivery is...
Citizen Tutor is a very good card, but I don't know if it's ban-worthy in a format like this where you're not...
Like, Storm is already very hard. It's definitely possible.
Yeah.
And it's much more possible
Storm's a lot harder to do when you don't have access to Black Lotus and Demonic Tutor.
Yeah.
Because those are the best... And Underworld Breach. Because those are 3 of the best Storm cards that exist.
I do think it's possible that the YouTube stream got messed up because we were uploading tomorrow's episode, which is a whole conversation about this format that we're talking about. It's a little behind the conversation you're getting now, so this is like a little bit of a bonus extra content version of it. But if you want a whole discussion around it, is this hand actually keepable, or am I being... I'll keep this hand. All right, I'm playing... Well, let's roll again. Even odd? It is odd. You were first.
Oh. I will play a Snow-Covered Island and a Sleight of Hand. Oh, both these cards. This is the worst time to cast a Sleight of Hand.
Truth and Nail is still legal.
I'll keep this one.
I think a 7 mana.
Go ahead. Yeah, Tooth and Nail is pretty hard to cast without Cradle.
Island pass.
I will play a Cap Steam Vents and pass.
Untapped Teleria West, pass.
I will consider. I'll put the snow-covered mountain in my graveyard. What?
We unbanned Gitaxian Probe.
Yeah, I think like Probe is like only really bad. Like a lot of these cards are like not as bad as you think they are, and then also the fact that it's a 100-card Singleton format, you're not going to always draw these cards, and even when you do, they might not even be good in the times that you draw them.
Gush is debatable. Gush is one that I think there is a good argument to ban. I've seen Necropotence same, but right now
Necropotence is honestly, Necropotence is unplayable, and you should not put it in your deck no matter what. I do not think that card is anywhere close to playable in a format like this. You have 20 life, and it is a format that'll be full of aggressive decks. There's no way you can play Necropotence. Go ahead.
The good news is that when a card is not banned, it's very easy to prove people wrong. When the card is banned, It's harder to be like, oh, well, that's fine. And now I have to, like, prove it to you. I will play a Ghost Quarter, and I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pass turn. Thank you for the subscription, Chevy Papa.
I'm going to crack this Blue Delta.
And the follow. Just, like, all in once.
Delta good to be cracked? Just gotta ask every time now.
Oh, wait. Sorry, what's happening?
Cracking Pluto Delta?
Yeah, no, not happening.
What?
I am going to stifle it.
I'll hardcast a Force Negation.
Okay.
Good.
Yep.
I'll get a Snowcovered Island. I'll cast a Serum Visions. Yeah, I also agree with that of starting with a small ban list of cards that we know are obviously really ridiculously good, that add consistency to the otherwise format that's designed to be like your deck is not insanely consistent because you're playing 100 cards. I just throw the sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
Top bottom. Go ahead.
Oh, I do think the Dredge deck that I would play next does play balance, but I think we'll be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm good. Pass.
I'll play a Volatile Fjord. Good. Control Mirror, yay!
I will.
Everyone's favorite kind of magic.
Oh, Flash and Nimble Obstructionist.
Sure.
Untap, draw. Swing for 3.
Ouch.
And pass the turn.
Play Snook around. Good.
Surf Function a lot. That's kind of why we started with the Legacy ban list. I started that over the
problem
vintage
is
one,
like
just because like the vintage one is so weird. There's like weird cards on the vintage ban list that are like good to look at, but it's like
Ponder, Brainstorm.
Yeah, like those are cards that I think are fine. Versus here, like the Legacy one has like a lot more like, oh yes, I know why this is problematic. You pass go.
Yep, go ahead.
Draw. Plains. First white mana source. Exciting. Swing for 3.
I will Petty Theft your friend.
Petty Theft is the small
Other
side
half
on
of
Brazen Borer.
Yep.
I will. I'll be fine with that. Pass the turn.
Brazen Borer. Good.
That's fine.
Yeah. For 3.
Cast Nimble Obstructionist.
Okay.
I'll swords the Brazen Bar.
Ouch. Gain 3. I'll play a mountain. I'll cast a True Name Nemesis. I'll choose you. Go ahead.
I will play Painter Servant. And I will name Blue.
Seems reasonable.
Oh, actually, I'm going to name Red.
Did you update your light total from the start of this?
From the what?
From the last game? I don't believe you did.
I did not. And I
believe you are still just at 20.
Yep. And then I will actually name Red, not Blue, because I'm good at this game. And oh no, I guess I have to name Blue. That's annoying. I'll name Blue. And then I'll swing for 3.
Ouch.
Go ahead.
Okay. Come back. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Take 3.
I will pay 2 mana to cast this Treasure Cruise.
I will mana drain that.
I will Cryptic Command to counter and draw.
I will exile Supreme Verdict and Force Negation.
Ouch. Which one?
I am Force Negating the Cryptic Command. Because I want the 9 mana from Treasure Cruise and mana drain.
8 mana.
8
go ahead. Alright, you have 8 mana. Kill me.
What can I do with 8 mana? Oh, I'm going to put that card to the side. That was Sensei's Divining Top. I'm going to draw a different card.
Card that's not supposed to be here.
I will play Field of the Dead. Tapped. I will swing for 4.
Ouch.
So 1, 2. I'll play a Solitude.
You need 2 white mana for that.
I don't, because of Painter Servant.
What?
All my cards are blue in addition to other types? No? Oh, that is not how that works, because that is a different card. I don't play that card, because I know how to play this game. And
pretty sure Painter does not. Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure Painter doesn't work like Lattice.
Yep, I wish it did. That would be nice.
That'd be cool.
I have no other things to do. I will pass the turn. Did not need that mana.
I'll deck you for 3.
Yep, take 3.
I will then cast Crackling Drake.
Sure.
I will Frostbite your Nimble Obstructionist.
I will yeah, it dies. Yep. Done.
Yep, and this Crackling Drake is a 7/4. Big boy.
I'll untap. I'll draw. I'll play a head grade pathway, the white side. 2, 3, 4. And I will Wrath of God.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I will attempt to stomp your face.
I am stomped.
So, draw. I'll cast Bone Crusher Giant.
Bone Crusher Giant is in play.
Go ahead.
I'll draw for the turn.
In your draw step, I will cast. In your draw step, I will cast this Vendilion Cleave.
Yeah, I will Flash in Solitude.
Do you have? Oh yeah, you play the pathway. Yeah.
I have a Brazen Borrower and a Mystic Gate. Oh, sorry, Solitude,
Yeah.
Exiles, Giant. Yeah.
Yeah. Algain. You can keep both of those.
Cool. I will have drawn. I'll play Mystic Gate, and I will pass the turn.
Hiya! You're in the air.
Take 3.
I will unholy heat your Solitude.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Tap, draw. Oh, I missed a trigger. Oh, no, I don't. Okay. I get a zombie.
3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that you do.
And then I will pass the turn.
Hiya, for 3.
I will Brazen Borrower, bouncing the thing. Or will Petty Theft, I mean.
Sure. I'll pass.
I'll flash Brazen Borrower in.
How many cards do you have in hand?
None.
Okay, proceed.
Yeah. On tap. Draw. Declare tax step.
Mm-hmm.
Swing for 5.
Now I'll take 5.
Interesting. What is this better for? I think it's better to do that. Yeah, I will play a Skyclave Cleric and gain 2 life.
Raise a lot harder.
Go ahead. There was like a strong debate on, do I play this as a land and get a zombie, or do I play this as the creature and like...
I'll play a land. Go ahead. And then in your draw step, I'm going to cast this leak again.
Not leak, the Fae. Expedition map.
I think I have to take that, yeah. Because it can get you, like, something dumb that pairs with the Field of the Dead.
Yep. I will get a Snow-Covered Plains and get another zombie. And then swing for 5, 6, 6.
I'll trade with that Brazen Borrower and take 3.
Yep.
Good.
Go ahead. Field of the Dead was on the ban list at one point.
I don't think it needs to be.
I don't think it needs to be either, but...
In a format where you can play Wasteland, I don't think that's, something that's a problem. I'll play a Chandra Torch of Defiance.
Ooh, 4-mana one. Okay. Still not my favorite thing to have to
I will uptick. You can take 2 from this Shivan Reef.
Yep.
I'll pass. God, that treasure tree's getting countered was actually, like, super, super brutal. I was already super out of gas.
Flooded Strand, make another zombie. Swing. Chandra is what?
5.
Oh, yeah, swing a Chandra.
Yep.
Let's buy myself time, and then I'll pass the turn.
Seven. Oh, I'm just dead. Because I have 2 lands in my hand. You have a fetch land to get another zombie. I'm dead.
All right, we're 1v1. Blue-white came back. And I had to just exile top from my hand as soon as I drew it. The other card that I will get rid of if I draw it is Counterbalance. It's not banned, but it is significantly worse when the deck is built around finding top.
Yeah, probably.
No fighting in the chat, please. Yeah. No. The difference between Legacy and Vintage, going back to like earlier. Sorry, I was paying attention to the game.
Shall I swap decks, or shall we finish this? This as a best of 3.
Let's finish the best of 3. Is the is there are like more like stuff like Brainstorm, right? That's the problem with starting with it. And mind you, we started with Legacy, which has a lot of the same cards on the same lists, and we just unbanned all the ones that we thought were not necessarily to be banned, like Necropotence.
Necropotence, Delve spells, I don't think
Red
are
and 6 is banned. I think the Delve, like the big one with Delve spells is you have to play a lot of
yeah, like you don't have 4 of your
cantrips.
cantrips. You have 1 of each of the good ones. Like your cantrips are like Brainstorm, Ponder, Preordain, Serum Visions, Sleight of Hand, Consider, Opt, and then like depending on how your deck is built, like Thought Scour and Mental Note.
Yeah,
and that's like
now
usually as deep as you'll go.
Currently
and probe,
yeah. No. I think also like I agree with the sentiment that it is good to start with a small as possible ban list. I also think that there needs to be some cards that are banned to start, and stuff like
Fortune, that's another one too.
Hermit Druid and Goblin Recruiter, where it's just like, oh, I do this card, I win. Doesn't matter what else my deck does.
I think Hermit Druid's probably fine because of the fact that it's like you have to untap with it, or you have to have already set up the ability to give it haste, which is like a lot more to ask.
I think for me the bigger issue with it is that the deck building restriction to make Hermit Druid just an automatic win is very small to just have it around.
Not really. Like your deck needs to be. Your deck needs to be probably 3 or 4 colors. You can't play basic lands, so that makes you really bad against Blood Moon, Back to Basics, and Price of Progress. I
think like this deck is like basically like 5 cards difference. Well, 5 card difference in me being in Bant and wanting to have a card that mills my whole deck away. Like I think
but like, and then you also have
the level of like good step down lands that are available, because you also get the because you have the new creature lands from the Dungeons Dragon set. You have the flip lands. Like there's a lot of like safe untapped mana sources. You are making yourself weak to Blood Moon, but I think that's
like you're very weak to Blood Moon and Price of Progress. But like you're playing a 3 or 4 color deck, you're already going to be like that. But like, I don't know. I just don't think Hermit Druid is
draw a 7 card hand, and then I guess this is keepable. Okay, that's fine. I don't know why I shuffled after drawing.
I think I'm mostly the fact that Hermit Druid's already had to untap with it, and like if you're able to do that, you probably deserve to win anyways.
I think
if you're able to stick a Hermit Druid and untap with it.
I don't know if I agree that
already
the
have
format
everything
is as aggressive as you think it is, though. Just from a perspective of like, because decks are regardless going to be less consistent, and you can build your deck to be like, okay, Burn's not going to wipe me over.
Yeah, this sounds good, and I'm on the play this time.
Sure. Is this actually a hand I can keep? If I don't draw another land, it is very bad. If I draw another land, it is good. That seems like always the question you ask when you should mulligan.
I'm going to play this Eric Mesa and pass, though.
Yeah, just to save time. You can Second Sun to Victory. Like, that's a card that I think you can play in this format, no problem.
Yeah, you can probably try and play Eggs. Mesa was going to get me a Fjord.
I agree, Sir Fox, a lot. I think, like, Blood Moon is obviously very good and is a great card to play in this format because you will beat people with it, but having a deck that just lose to it, like, as a part of the matchups you're ready for is, I think, also fine. And I think there's ways to mitigate that, too.
For sure. Like cards that, like are just reasonable cards.
Signets and, you know, like, there's, like, enough good artifact mana you might be able to get away with it, too.
I was going to say, like, cards like Outland Liberator. Sure,
yeah.
You know, things that deal with artifacts or achievements after they've come into play.
And that's like, if the metagame develops and you're like, you need to be able to beat Blood Moon at all times, like, there's ways to mitigate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is also a format, like, there's something that is different with 1v1 Singleton versus 60 card that I found, where, like, you get like, some of the stuff from Commander I think carries forward. This is a better hand to keep. Yeah. I will... Oh, you played. Okay, draw for the turn. Play Misty Rainforest. Pass.
Play Snow-Covered Mountain and a Thing in the Ice.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good.
I'm gonna fetch, get a Steam Vents.
I agree with that to an extent, Kingfisher, but like sometimes your hand is like, I have 3 cantrips, but I only have 1 land. If 2 of these cantrips or any of my draw steps between finds me lands, I'm good. Like, I need 3 lands to function, I only have the 1. And I like probably keep a hand like that with multiple cantrips.
Yeah, I think like that advice, like that means cantrips make it so your hand doesn't need to draw more than 1 land to make it good.
Yeah,
it is now good with not having that. You played Thing in Ice. I'll draw. I will play Seed of Sinai. Is it worth? Yeah, I have a lot of land. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just play this. I'm like gold forever. I'll play Seed of Synod and then Skyclave Cleric and gain 2 life. And pass the turn.
I'll play a Polluted Delta. I will crack it for a basic island and cast a Serum Visions. Take down my thing.
Yeah, like I think the original advice of if you need to draw more than 1 land to make your hand work, mulligan fits when you have 1 land and multiple cantrips, because by having multiple cantrips you don't need to draw more than 1 land to make it good. You can just cantrip into them.
Yeah,
it's funny, the proxy set I use to make this deck, most of the cards are like the most recent version of that card printed, which means that there's a bunch of Double Master cards, Double Master 2 cards already in it, and Double Masters 1. Are you done?
I only have.
Do you pass?
4 cards in here. Yeah, we get 2.
Draw. I will play Arid Mesa, and I will swing for what? Well, you have a 0/4. I will pass. I guess during your draw step, pause you though. I will click you.
I will condescend for X is 1.
Sure. Condescend is not the exile one, it's the other one. It's the
Counter unless you play X and has right 2.
Cool. Yep.
I will leave both of those on top in that order.
Cool. Go ahead.
Definitely the thing you want to hear. I'll play a Sulphur Falls. Go ahead.
Sure. Draw. I will play Riptide Laboratory. I will play a Jace Divine Sculptor.
I will counter it unless you pay 2.
I cannot pay 2. Go ahead.
Okay. Draw. I'll play Snow-Covered Islands.
Yep.
I will cast a Spellseeker.
Sure.
I'll find an Expressive Iteration, and I'll pass the turn.
I mean, I feel like you can build a commander deck right now that is 100% Commander Legends foil etched. It just is going to be like almost a block commander deck. But those sets are powerful enough that I think you still are actually pretty good.
Yeah, probably. I'm pretty sure I'm only missing like 4 or 5 cards out of this deck.
Like, isn't everything in, I think Modern Horizons 2 is entirely etched foilable.
No, only the reprints. are.
Okay.
Only the reprint cards are.
I feel like
So
you can
all
make
the
a pretty
cards are
busted.
previously in Modern.
Yeah.
So you get like, what's the best cards you get for that? You get like
Force Negation, Ren and 6, Fetch
oh yeah,
lands.
so there's
all
all
five
the
fetch lands.
there's all the MH1 cards that you can get in etched, and then there's all of the cards that were the like new to modern cards. So Counterspell, Imperial Recruiter, Karmic Guide, etc.
Yeah, I think you're there.
You're good to go. I
Good to
got
go.
my iteration.
All right, draw. I will play Field of the Dead, and I will pass the turn.
Untap. I will draw. I will cast this expressive iteration. Trigger my thing in the ice.
Sure.
Trigger this Awoken Horror. Bounce all non-horror creatures.
Yep.
Iteration now. And bottom, exile this Snow-Covered Mountain. Play this Snow-Covered Mountain. Thank you for 7.
I will.
Your idiot should be in your hand.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna Otawara you.
Group. I'll play the Spellseeker again then.
Yep.
Time I will grab. What am I gonna grab?
I know I'm very close to the right number of lands. Here you can see my board real quick.
Got a few lands. What do I even want? Actually, I kind of want to know what you're doing. I'm gonna grab this Probe.
Sure.
But I'm not gonna cast it yet because I want to wait till I have my thing in the ice and play. Go ahead.
Untap.
Here, I'm gonna also, if anyone
Is the
wants to see,
audio muted again? What is with our audio
good.
today?
Don't know.
Are we muted right now? Okay. I think most of these cards are fine. You are not.
I hate there's just like some like sneaky reserve list cards that are like, oh yeah, this card's reserve list, but it's not stupidly expensive, so I didn't even realize for a while. That are like also just like cards that'd be nice to
Oh yeah, for sure.
play.
Okay, so some of these cards in this deck are badly proxied, but it's fine.
I mean, I had a Ledger Shredder in my deck that was like that. Like I had things that are actually printed, and this was my Ledger Shredder, which is just written on a infinite tokens.
Oh, that card is hot. Oh, I definitely was playing with some spicy things that are not good. Good to know for the future. Future Alex can cut those cards. We're keeping this deck. All right, so the two cards I cut, so I'm playing with the 98 card deck, are Balance and Hermit Druid.
Fair enough.
If I remember correctly, Helium again. We're back.
Sure.
I think when we
this is the Blue Moon deck list that I was playing. If anyone is interested in seeing it, but now we're gonna play some other stuff. We're gonna play with this little friend here. This lovely little goblin.
I think for the most part, most of the decks are fine. The biggest issue with a lot of them are just going to be that their like mana bases are going to be a little weird because they're not all playing just like the fetch mana base they should, and also some of them have weird ban cards like Balance and Hermit Druid, and they haven't been updated since 2021 at the latest. That is not a keepable hand.
Make sure you reset your life total.
Yeah. Are we still helium? Or are we okay? So if like chat seemed all in on Cowboy, which it's a good sign for Cowboy.
Yeah, I don't hate the name either.
It has the benefit of it is like a lot of formats are named, and not all of them, but a lot of formats are named after like fantastical jobs like Commander or Highlander or Pioneer. Yeah. And if you go to Gladiator, which is like basically this format but on Arena. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And some lands and spells.
I have lands and spells.
Guess we should roll again.
Yep. Even rod.
Let's go even this time.
15. You chose poorly.
Apparently.
Okay. I will go first. I will play Cephalid Coliseum. And I will cast Careful Study. So I lose a life. Already did it. Draw 2 cards. Discarding. Leovold and Knot of the Bone. And pass the turn.
I'll play a Snowcover Taurus. And I will Green Sun for X's 0. Go ahead.
Tap, draw. I'll play a Forest. I'll cast a Mulch. Twilight Mire, Haunted Dead, Botanical Sanctum, and Skull Prophet. I'll get Twilight Mire and Botanical Sanctum into hand and pass the turn.
Play so much nonsense. I just know all these cards too.
Haunted Dead, classic. Skull Prophet.
Yeah. Less
was literally the last time I updated this deck. Was adding Ikoria. So
I will play this untapped.
For reference, there's still Bracos in this deck for no reason.
I will play a Wood Elves, getting a Temple Garden untapped, and then play a Llanowar Elves. Go ahead.
Untap. Oh, I've lost 2 life. Draw for the turn. I will play a Botanical Sanctum. Oh, I won't play that. Oh, I'm gonna be sad, aren't I? It's fine. Just do powerful things. I will return Haunted Dead from my graveyard to my hands. With 1 floating black mana. I have a Spirit token.
You discard a card, right, or something?
I discard 2 cards. 2 cards. I will discard Grizzlebrand and Marin of Neltoth.
I think I know what this this floating black man is doing.
I'm gonna cast Reanimate.
Yep.
What my life total at though? Is it safe to get Grizzlebrand? Part of me feels like no. I'm gonna get Leovold and put it into play and lose 3 life.
Okay. Good after that?
Yes.
That's probably a good call, because regardless of what you got, I was probably going to be doing this anyways. I will play an Oko, Thief of Crowns.
Yeah. Glad I did that.
I think your Leovold would look better as an elk.
Elked. Do I draw a card?
Yeah. Target of spells or abilities, correct.
Draw a card.
Then I will play a Wasteland away your black mana.
Sure.
And I will pass.
Untap. Do you have blockers currently?
I have a Wood Elves.
Wood Elves, and Oko is at 5.
He sure is.
Draw for the turn. Play a Mystic Confluence. I will... Actually, I'm gonna... Yeah, play Mystic Confluence. Oh no, I guess I don't play Mystic Confluence. I play Botanical Sanctum, and I'm going to swing at Oko for 5.
I will block the elk, and he will
take 3. And then I will play a Fiend Artisan.
Good.
Pass the turn.
In your turn, I will cast an Eladamri's Call.
Yes.
Thought about what I was getting more than I did. That
elk token somewhere. Ooh.
I have a lot of good options here. I also have a lot of bad options that I could take anyways. Really good if I draw land. If I don't draw land, then that's like kind of garbage.
Yes. Yep. The plan is to upload the VOD to YouTube later. I have to download it from Twitch, which takes like 3 days. Not actually, but kind of. Because it processes overnight, and then tomorrow I'll download it, and that takes a day, and then I'll upload it, so it'll be up like on Wednesday. The first half is on YouTube now and shouldn't go anywhere. But as soon as this one's up, I'll take that one down. I'll probably take that one down as soon as this game is done. You got a Rebel Arc?
I'll play a Breeding Pool untapped. I will play an Ignoble Hierarch.
Yep.
And a Revel Arc. I will make a food.
You're making a food?
Go ahead.
Oko is at 5 now again?
4.
4, okay. I will play a Swamp. And you have a Revel Arc blocker and an Ignoble Hierarch as a blocker?
Yep.
Cool. I will...
I had a food token that was like in my stack of tokens I had next to me. I don't know what happened to it.
Animate Dead Grizzlebrand.
Yep.
I will pay 7 life and draw 7 cards.
Okay.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. I will 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will discard, or I won't do that now. I am going to take my turn. I'm going to... Revel Arc is a 4/3 or a...
4/3, yes.
Okay.
And it flies.
That's not going to find it. What do you have in your graveyard right now?
A Wood Elves, a Wasteland, and an Eldorami's Call.
A Woodland, a Wasteland, and an Eldorami's Call. Okay. So you are just going to become an elk, which I don't really want to deal with. So I will...
Gross Elk brand.
I'm going to use Fiend Artisan, lose a life, to sacrifice Grizzleband. And Animate
Find a
Dead.
0-drop.
And find a 1-drop. I paid...
for X, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable. Seems better than having him be an elk.
Yeah. That was my thought.
I guess the only consideration is that like it puts pressure on my Oko to do exactly that rather than anything else, but I think that matters too much.
Yeah, you can turn something else into an elk or make a food. I don't think I care about either option.
I'm probably elking my food.
Get Stern Constable.
Yep.
Do you know what this card does?
You tap it and discard a card to do something. Does it untap your creatures or tap your opponent's creatures?
Tap target creature. It's 1 white for tap, discard, tap a creature.
Oh yeah, I drafted a lot of Shadows Block.
Yeah. That's probably the Skull Prophet, I guess, is also up there for a deep cut, but it is like a recent deep cut.
Yeah. I only know Skull Prophet because I played it a bunch in Hogak and Commander.
Oh, sure.
So I know a lot of the random green-black graveyard kinds of cards that like only really make sense in those kinds of decks.
Right. And then I will end my turn discarding Extractor Demon and Vivid Grove.
Draw. I'll play an Omnath, Locus of Creation.
Yep. Sounds good.
Play a Horizon Canopy. I'll gain 4 life.
Mm-hmm.
This Dry Arbor is gonna help me pop this Horizon Canopy. This food's gonna become an elk.
Your food's an elk. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna pass.
Okay.
Or actually, I'm gonna cast this Aether Vial, I guess. Might as well. Better than in my hand.
Sure. Fair. I will play Reflecting Pool. I'm going to Assassin's Trophy Oko. Just
Goodbye, Oko. We
get
hardly knew.
it out of my life, and then I'm going to think about my life
I'm
total.
gonna find a mountain and gain 4 life.
Gonna lose a life. What is all of the modes on? None of them do damage to me, right? You gain 4 life. Oh, it does, but it's the 4th land.
3rd land.
3rd land.
So fetch land plus something.
Yeah, so I just need to gain the life. All right, I'm gonna cast Knot of the Bone.
Yep.
And gain 1. Do I want to do that? No, I'm not. I'm just gonna pop this Suffly Coliseum.
That's good.
And draw 3 and discard 3. 1, 2, 3. Discarding Dalkmore Salvage, Hinterland Harbor, and Forest. And then pass the turn.
That's a good draw.
Hate that.
1 mana open. I will cast this Birthing Pod.
Yeah.
Is this resolve?
I don't think I have an answer actually. So yes.
Cool, you're dead.
Cool. That's what I thought.
I will. I'll show you the line though, because it's at least mildly interesting. I'll sack the Noble Hierarch, get Corridor Monitor, which will untap the Birthing Pod. I'll pay another 2 life, sack the Corridor Monitor.
Get any of the 3 drops that untap Birthing Pod. Get a 4 drop that untaps Birthing Pod.
We get to do this the fun way. This one's gonna grab me.
Well, 3 goes into Blink.
XR goes into
Cat.
Feldar. Then
Karmic Guide.
Feldar goes into Karmic Guide, which brings back Feldar.
Which then gets Kiki Jiki, which then wins the game.
Karmic Guide brings back Feldar. Flicks this again. Pay another 2 life. This for Jiki. Then Kiki Jiki copies Karmic Guide, brings back Feldar Guardian again.
So wait. Is there a moment that I can affect that at that point?
If you have a way to do something about graveyards, you can do so when I tap this Kiki Jiki to target Karmic Guide. Or you can do...
I'm wondering if I have a way to... I don't think tapping Kiki Jiki ever matters.
Oh, no, there's no point where doing anything like that matters.
Because you get you get Karmic Guide into play.
Yeah, I get Karmic Guide into play, and that targets Felidar, and then that brings back Felidar, untaps or flickers the pod again,
And then you get
and that
Kiki
stacks the
Jiki.
Felidar with Kiki Jiki. And then when he comes into play, I'm going to tap him and target this Karmic Guide.
And then you get the Felidar, and then you get it, and then I can't if I try tapping. Yeah. Okay, cool. You got it. Like Stern Constable.
He drew Birthing Pod and won the game.
Surprise.
Yeah, it's really great when you just like draw pod and win.
Yeah. So what I was doing on my turn.
It's a pod, a 1-drop, and 8 life and 3 mana or 4 mana wins the game.
Yeah. I think that's fair. As a Singleton deck, you have to get to pod. I mean, there's an argument against.
There are no cards in this deck that can find pod.
Yeah, right, exactly.
There's no way to tutor for pod in this deck. It's like Fabricate is not a playable card. It's like too much mana. You'd rather just like play a mid-range creature.
You're like almost better off playing the white Planeswalker, Academy Rector, and finding Vivian.
Yeah, I'd rather play Arena Rector for Vivian and then go with that. Like, there is functionally 3 pods in this deck, but not really.
You could play War of Invention. I mean, I don't think you're playing enough artifacts for it, but you could maybe play War of Invention.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a way you can play War and pod though, and have it be like a creature combo deck, because like the strength of pod is the fact that you're able to just like, you know, flood the board with mana dorks and then and then win the game because you have an absurd mana advantage.
I guess you could play Vanifar, so there's 3 birthing pods you can play.
Yep. Prime Seeker, Vanifar, Vivian, the new 6 mana one, and pod are the 3 ones, and then you also have Court of Calling, Eldritch Evolution, Neoform.
Yep.
And the Green Sun Zenith that can tutor for your stuff. So the only one that can't get your combo pieces is Green Sun, unless you're finding Vanifar. But then you have to untap with a Vanifar.
All right, I will be playing.
I made some tweaks of this after playing it once because I realized that at first I wasn't able to combo off with Vanifar and a 1-drop.
Oh, sure. Because Corridor Monitor doesn't untap Vanifar.
Yeah, it does.
It does. So why couldn't you blink Vanifar?
Because there was no
haste. Yeah. Because once you blink it, you're out. So you need a 4-drop that untaps her.
Yeah. So you need a 4-drop that untaps her, or a way to work around that you don't have a 4-drop that untaps her.
Sure.
So the way it goes is you get Vanifar for the Corridor Monitor, and then get Renegade Rallier, bringing back the monitor, and then you sack the then you untap her again, then you sack the Renegade Rallier for your 4-drop of choice, and that instead of blinking the Vanifar, you blink the
Corridor Monitor.
The Corridor Monitor again.
Got it.
But originally there was not a Renegade Rallier in here.
Well, you have to oh no, Renegade Rallier is the one where he leaves the battlefield or attack the turn.
Leave the battlefield. Yeah, it's revolt.
It's revolt. Okay. All right.
I will mulligan my 7 that has no lands in it.
Cool. In the meantime, I will play a Seaside Citadel and pass.
Ew. Oh, I don't want to go 5. Draw. I'll play a Verdant Gapco. Just go ahead. I'm just going to crack it now for a Ketria Tram.
I'm going to play Chronic Flooding on this swamp. Pass. That was like one of the main things that hurt me that last game, was just like I didn't get to a Dredger.
Yeah, you just didn't have any like consistent card that allows you to flip over more of your deck.
I was like, I had eight Reanimator spells, and like Grizzlebrand, which was good, but then was looking at an Oko.
I'll play a Misty and a Boreal Druid. Go ahead.
Yep.
Practice
Draw.
Misty now as well.
Tap. Yep. I will tap the swamp, mill 3 cards, swamp, Lab Maniac, Forest, and then tap Seaside Citadel for Seder Wayfinder, flipping over Grievous Salvage, Hogak, Hinterland Harbor, and Elishnorn. I will get this Hinterland Harbor. And then I will play Vivid Creek tapped and pass the turn.
So looking for my land. Stupid fetch. It's harder when it's this awful desaturated looking piece of garbage.
Oh yeah.
My printer is not very happy.
This is definitely one of my favorite decks in my wheel too. I mean, there's cards I would definitely change, like it's playing Bracos for no good reason.
A Botanical Sanctum. I will play a Teferi Time Raveler.
Yeah.
I will bounce your Chronic Flooding.
Sure.
I should have tapped my mana differently. Go ahead. Boreal Druid is a stupid card.
I will play Reflecting Pool. I will play Necromancy on Elishnorn. I will swing Seder Wayfinder at Teferi.
You did.
Pass the turn.
Draw. Play Snow-Covered Plains. I will cast this Eladamri's Call.
Sure.
I had one more mana. I could just get rid of your Necromancy, but I don't. So I believe I have to get this Solitude. And then going to pitch cast, leaving this Omnath in the dust. And exiling your Elishnorn.
Yep.
Playing Aether Vial and a Quirion Ranger. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw. Play this Chronic Flooding tapped. Or not, sorry. Play this Hinterland Harbor tapped. I will cast Chronic Flooding on... Cast Chronic Flooding on this swamp.
Uh-huh.
I will tap the swamp, mill 3. Windfall, Vengeful Pharaoh, Sun Titan.
Uh-huh.
And I will... What do you have in play?
Quirion Ranger. It's a 1/1, but I can...
Yeah, you return to forest, so untap the thing. Swing for 1.
Ouch, I've been wand.
Go ahead.
Untap. No. I'll put this vial to 1. Draw. Play a Firelit Thicket. I'll play a Green Sun for X's 4.
Sure.
I'll find Prime Speaker Vanfar. Go ahead.
Yep.
This deck does one thing.
Tap.
If there's something scary in your graveyard, I'd probably get Endurance there, but I don't think I need to. At least not yet.
I will tap the swamp for mana, make a black, mill 3, 1, Lingering Souls, Careful Study. None of those are gonna do what I need here, which is give me a discard outlet. I guess you have no creatures in play? You have one creature in play?
Yeah, I have Vanfar and the Quirion Ranger.
cards in hand?
Got nothing.
Nothing. Okay. So I have to do that, and then I have to just hope. Cool. I will play Pernicious Deed.
Yep.
Use the use a mana to crack it for 1.
I will bounce this Sparta's headquarters, the Screen Ranger. These 2 will die.
Sure.
And I hope I draw something.
And then I will use the black mana I have to cast Reanimate on Sun Titan, grabbing Pernicious Deed.
Yep.
And lose 6. Go ahead.
That do it.
Did I lose? No?
I don't believe it does.
Sick.
Specifically with the Vanifar chains, you can't just skip ahead in them.
Yeah. That's kind of what, when you described it, it sounded like it's hard.
Yeah.
You need to get corridor monitor, otherwise it doesn't.
Yeah, it's basically just better at finding one piece if you have something else already.
Yep.
All this gets me is... Does this get me? Yeah. Oh no, that does it. That does it, because my deck has cool cards in it. Sweet. I'm gonna play Pestermite.
Sure.
I'm gonna untap a Ketria Triumph.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sack this Pestermite.
What is the 4-drop that untaps?
No, it doesn't. Or, I mean, it does, but not quite.
Or reanimates, and so you're getting...
Nope. I'm going to get this Phyrexian Metamorph and copy your Sun Titan. And I'm going to get this Korean Ranger. And then I'm going to make a green, bounce this, untap this, and then do the thing. Where I get this lovely 2-drop, this lovely 3-drop, and yeah, get this 2, sack this, get this 3, get this back. Sack this. Oh, this deck's sweet.
That's hilarious. I love that. Yeah, didn't have an answer. Cool. I guess it could have, if I just left my mana up. You could always sack. Vanifar is at sorcery speed?
Yes.
So I should have just left my mana up. And I wouldn't have had Pernicious Deed in play, so I would have had 2 mana.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't have had Sun Titan, but I wouldn't have known that you could have Phyrexian Metamorphed that would have given you another out. So
yeah.
Sick. That's why this format's dope.
I mean, that's the thing about the pod deck, where it's kind of most of your cards will win you the game if you untap with them in some situations.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Which I think this deck just becomes a pod deck. The problem before is my wheel had pod as a different deck, and that was much more akin to old modern pod. Yeah,
where it was Melira pod rather than Kiki pod.
Correct.
Yeah, I want to try building Melira pod, but that deck's a lot harder to make because there's a lot more weird pieces for it.
Yes,
you have to
for sure.
It requires a lot more thinking on your lines because it's not just straightforward of get this thing that untaps this, get this thing that untaps this, get this thing that untaps this.
And I do think because of Corridor Monitor, it's just it's just worse than the options that you're playing.
Maybe, but then you get to be an Abzan mid-range deck instead of this
but don't
color.
Do you need the shell? I'm wondering if you could just be blue, green. I guess you have to be white and red. You have to be 4-color.
Yeah, it's just a matter of are you going as far as playing these blue and red cards? Because that's really what it's about. Because you're either playing pod and winning off of.
You could do the blood pod thing where you just don't play blue and you don't play Vanifar, and you get pretty much Yeah, that's fair.
Problem is, then you lose out on a lot of good cards like Vanifar,
Yeah,
Neoform,
Neoform.
Spellseeker.
That is true.
And then you lose out a lot of your fair cards too, like Uro, Teferi, Omnath, Soul Herder.
Let's find. I think that is the last game for me. I'm definitely getting tired, and it was fun. We've been going for a couple hours now. 2 hour mark. Great for VOD purposes. So first off, thank you so much for joining. Where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on places like Twitter and Twitch with the same username, the Tunneling Cat. I also stream Modern sometimes. Try to. And I usually like upload my VODs onto YouTube as well for that. Lately, I've been playing mostly Yawgmoth and things like that, like creature combo decks, because I enjoy those. Um, you can listen to me yell about nonsense on Twitter. I do a
Awesome.
lot of that.
And if you want to participate, hang out, and talk about this format or help make it, we've been hanging out on the MMcast Discord, and we just anyone can join. We can talk about it. You can yell at which cards need or need not on the ban list. You can talk about what we should name this format. You can really do. You can brew. You can look for games. There's LFGing going on, and more. So
Here's my other deck list from tonight in the chat. Both the ones that I played today. Yeah,
we
Blue
do this.
Moon deck, and then this.
Oh, I have mine too. I'll post that in a second. We do this every Monday night. We do different games, Commander. This all Magic, but different formats, mostly Commander. Though we've been jamming some of these 1v1 formats. This VOD will be on YouTube. If you just missed it, please hit that subscribe, like button, depending on what platform you are on. And then our entire episode of the Masters of Modern podcast this week was about this format. Me and Ben discussing kind of the invention of it and why we thought about it and where it came from. So check out that all, and we're gonna raid somebody. Using the power of Twitch and knowing what I'm doing, we are.
Actually, I just realized that even if you didn't Sun Titan there, I could still kill you in the same way because I could get Timeless Witness as a 4-drop, which picks up the Korean Ranger
and played it.
And, then replay it and do the same thing.
Okay, good. That makes me feel less bad about being greedy a turn earlier than I should have. Who is streaming right now? It's the problem with Monday.
Timeless Witness is like not amazing, but the fact that you're a pod deck and like your 4s are really hyper specific.
I think like it's perfect in the deck specifically because it costs 4 and you can use it
exactly. For pod lines.
Yeah, exactly. There isn't a lot of people streaming right now. All right,
there's a lot of fun new cards I got to try in here too, like Rocco Cavalry Caterer, which is very good in creature combo decks.
Yeah. There's what's cool about pod decks too is you get to play it takes advantage of the Singleton format really well.
Exactly.
We're gonna
this is the style of deck that would already want to play 10 1-ofs.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining and making this happen and participating in the Discord. And thank you everyone for watching. We're gonna raid Nick Prince. He's playing Dead by Daylight, but he's the one person I know who's streaming right now. So rating in 10. Everyone throw up different emotes in his feed. I'm probably not going to follow with everyone, but we'll see you all next week. Thanks so much. Thanks, guy. Bye. Let me end the stream here too, because it is technically